Hi, Stephanie Mackara here with Money Minded Mondays with Mackara. I am the owner of Charleston Investment Advisors in Mount Pleasant, South Carolina, and the author of Money Minded Families, How to Raise Financially Well Children. And we are now at the final week of March. So thank you all of you who have been tuning in. We've gone through what I would consider foundational components to living financially well. And that is thinking about why. What is this journey that you're on and why is it important to you? How can money help you get there, right? How can you live personally and financially well? And then talking about knowing your starting point, right? So that's assessing what your liabilities are, what you owe, what you earn, what you keep, and really having a strong clarity around what those things are and how they can help you as you move forward. Now, the next couple of months, we're going to dig in and we're going to do some work as it relates to, you have your personal balance sheet that we're starting with, and we're going to start talking about, okay, now let's talk about saving. Let's talk about spending. Let's talk about investing, giving, and we're just going to move through those modules each month at a time to help you build that strong, healthy foundation. But before we do that, I did want to pause here. We're in March. We're sort of straddling into April. And there's two things that are really important to me. One is helping women in finance and helping women really understand financial planning, understand investing, and live financially well. And the other is April is Financial Literacy Month. And I just have a strong passion for making sure that people, again, live financially well. And the best way to do that is knowledge, is attaining knowledge to help you make good decisions. It empowers people to make strong, smart, healthy financial decisions. And I just want to share a couple things with you that I hope are eye-opening, and I hope anyone who's listening can help move these efforts forward. The first thing is when we think about December 2020, all of 2020 is and continues somewhat into 2021. There's a lot going on there. There's a lot of people that have lost jobs. But if you can wrap your head around this, in December 2020, of the 140,000 net jobs that were lost, 100% of those jobs were women, and primarily women of color. Think about that, 100% of job losses. There were actually 156 lost, but 16,000 were men that were hired back into the workforce. I mean, that is just startling to think about that number and the long-term implications of that, right? Think about the long-term implications post-pandemic, all of these women out of the workforce. Some of them because they're at home, they're with their children. There's something we have to do. If you can hire a woman, please hire a woman. We need to get women back into the workforce. Something else to think about too, when it comes to women own several small businesses. The percentage of women-owned businesses that earn more than $1 million a year is 2%. 2%. That's ridiculous. And we need to do more. We need to do more as a country. We need to do more to support women in business. The other thing I just want to talk about, actually before I go there, there's a move afoot. It's called a Marshall Plan for Women. It was put forth by several prominent women, celebrities and business leaders alike. And if you think about the original Marshall Plan was intended to help create economic stimulus post-World War II to those affected and impacted most by just extreme poverty. And it was very successful. Economic rebound was extremely successful after the Marshall Plan. And so the Marshall Plan for moms would essentially look at women, moms, who were hit the hardest over COVID through this pandemic and help support them, help fund them, get them back on their feet, get them back working, healthy, strong families. Just something to think about. It's one thing that's out there. And let's talk about financial literacy for a moment. I believe financial literacy, personal finance should be a required course in all schools across the nation. I believe that, again, Education, knowledge is the strongest foundation for financial success. The more you know, the better you do. So let's try to do that. I'm trying to do that here in South Carolina, and I hope we can do this across the nation. And as we talk about and as we lead into Money Minded Mondays with Mackara, we're all getting more financially literate, and I hope that you'll share that. I hope you'll share it, either buy my book, give it to a friend. The proceeds from my book are not making me rich by any means. I just want to get the word out there. I want people to really, truly understand how to make sound, smart financial decisions, because not only will they be financially stable, they'll be happier. They'll live a much better life. So please join me over the next couple of months as we continue Money Minded Mondays with Mackara, and thank you for indulging me and listening to me as I get on my soapbox here. Take care. Have a great day.